Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I am reviewing The Burning God by R.F. Kuang. We've reached the end of the trilogy and once again my feelings are hurt, but I kind of knew it was going to happen, so it's okay. Again, if you have not yet read The Poppy War or The Dragon Republic, I can't say too much. I will say I did rate this 4.75 stars. I cried, and after reading it, I had a realization and it just made me really sad. So if you want to get your heart stomped on, then you should definitely read this trilogy. But because it is the end, there are going to be a ton of spoilers. If you haven't read The Poppy War or The Dragon Republic, thanks for tuning in, but I don't want to ruin the series for you. I highly recommend that you read it. So thanks for stopping by, but get out of here. Okay, honestly don't even know where to start. I had some feelings about what could possibly happen, but it did kind of go in a different direction that I was not expecting. And I'm just sad. Like, the ending was just really sad. Typically, when I do my reviews, I start off with the characters, and I am kind of going to do that. But if you have a physical copy, I'm not sure about the ebooks. There is a list of characters in the back of the book, and once I finished the book, I read through the list, and I just felt really sad because almost everybody's dead except like 3, maybe 4 people. Ren, Katai, Vanka, the entire House of Yin except Neja, the trifecta, well, I guess the Hesperians are still alive, and all of the Psyche except for Chagan. Everybody's fucking dead. I mentioned in my previous 2 reviews that I didn't always like Ren. A lot of the decisions that she made were impulsive and destructive and sometimes even a little childish, but that I also understood because she was a child when the Third Poppy War started. And I expected that to continue. What I did not expect was for her to sort of lose her grip at the end, and she became so paranoid and was really struggling. And when she turned on Vanka and accused her of being a spy, it hurt. It really hurt to read. And then the fact that she did the same thing to Katai and was ready to sever their bond, that was hard. That was really hard, especially because Katai is my favorite character. And at the end, he was so ready to die. And I didn't want him to die, but he had to because she was gonna die. Ugh. And then I also kind of feel bad for Najah because he lost his entire family and now he has to rule this broken country because he's the last of the House of Yin, and like, it definitely wasn't a happy ending, but the ending made sense, I guess. I definitely did not expect the entire trifecta to die, although I also didn't realize how toxic Riga was until they woke him. And that one flashback that we got, I think that might have been in the beginning of the book, or was that at the beginning of part 3? I don't remember, but God, like, he was insufferable. Like, no wonder Jong and Daji were fucking afraid of him. Like, what the fuck? Just like with the Dragon Republic, I was still really annoyed that we were hearing so much about Alton because I don't care. And he's dead. Like, Rin getting high to have conversations with him was creepy. I did not like that part at all. Definitely could have done without that. I also really hated that Soji constantly called her princess. Like, literally nothing about Ren warrants her being called princess. He literally only called her that because she was a woman. And it's like, really, dude, grow the fuck up. I did like that the Iron Wolves turned on him though. That was a good twist. I thought that Najah's summoning powers were kind of cool and how he can control the rain. But I still don't like his bond with the dragon because it's really fucking creepy. And the way they described it made it seem like it was a setup, like Visor kind of enticed him to do it, which I hate. And now that he has been left to rule the Republic, I kind of wonder if he's gonna be able to break that bond. But then again, at this point, he's probably just gonna be fucking tortured by the Hesperians the whole time, so I don't even know. I honestly don't even have much to say. It was sad, I was hurt. That's about it. I did see though that R.F. Kuang is releasing a new book. I think it's called Babel. I don't know what it's about. I saw a title and a picture, and that was it. After I read this, I will read anything else that she writes, so I'm excited to see how it is. But in general, I don't really have words to describe how I'm feeling. I feel like this entire trilogy has just put me through a wave of emotions, because it was like, I don't really care for Ren, but I'm rooting for her. And then it was like, oh, I like this little found family setup that they have going on. And then there's betrayal and heartbreak and so many fucking things. Like, I felt betrayed after the Dragon Republic, but this one just like, it was like R.F. Kuang sort of rips your heart out with the Dragon Republic, but then with the Burning God, she just starts curb stomping on it, and it was unnecessary, but okay, I guess. I think that out of the three, the Dragon Republic was definitely my favorite, and I think a part of the reason for that is that I am a sucker for a good plot twist, and if you saw my review of that, then you know how much it hurt to read the last like 3 chapters of that book for me. But yeah, I highly recommend for anyone who is interested, although I would say there are a lot of content warnings that I do mention in my review of the Poppy War. Those content warnings are steady throughout the entire trilogy, so they include self-harm, suicide, sexual assault, extreme violence, and some body horror. Those are things to keep in mind. Otherwise, I really did enjoy the series. It was really well written, and R.F. Kuang is a criminal mastermind, and I'm ready to read her next series as well. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I can't put my thoughts together in a cohesive way, but I wanted to get this review done so that I could move on, sort of, try to process my feelings for these fictional characters that do not exist. But anyway, if you've read the Poppy War trilogy, let me know what you thought of it, which book was your favorite, which character is your favorite. Like I said, Dragon Republic is my favorite and Katai has my heart. But let me know what you all thought. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.